Hello and welcome to Ask an Entertainment Lawyer. I'm Larry Zerner. I'm an entertainment lawyer in Los Angeles for the past 27 years, and I'm here to answer your questions. If you like these videos, please like and subscribe. If you have questions for future episodes, please leave them in the comments. If you need more information about me, you can find more information at zernerlaw.com, or you can email me, larry@zernerlaw.com. Finally, just keep in mind, just because you're watching my video, we have not created an attorney-client relationship. If you want to do that, you got to call me. Okay, today's question involves life rights. If you're doing a movie or a book or a TV show about real people, are you required to get their life rights? Okay, the answer to that is generally no. You do not have to get people's life rights. In a number of cases here in California, the courts have said that you have First Amendment rights to give stories about people without, and they don't have the ability to control that. In a case that just came out in earlier this year in 2018, Olivia de Havilland, the legendary Olivia de Havilland, who starred in Gone with the Wind and is still alive, sued FX for portraying her as a character in the Feud TV show, which was about the feud between Betty Davis and Joan Crawford. And Catherine Zeta-Jones played Olivia de Havilland, and she was in the show. She's being interviewed at the 1968 Academy Awards, and that never happened. And they just made that up, and they put her in the movie. And Olivia sued and said, "Hey, I'm a big star, and you have to pay me to use me in the show." And the court said, no, you don't have to get people's rights. These are even although she's famous, they said even if you're not famous, people have First Amendment rights to tell their stories, to tell stories about real people, and there is no requirement to get their permission. Okay. And there's a couple cases involving non-famous people. One case called the Sarver case, which involved the person in the movie Hurt Locker that was based on a real person. He sued, and the court said he couldn't have a claim. And there's a prior case involving the movie The Sandlot, where the character in the movie, if you know the movie, the character Squints, based on a real person who's now a lawyer, and he sued. And the court in all those cases said none of those people have a claim. There's basically no claim because you were portrayed in a motion picture, just because you were portrayed in a motion picture. Now, does that give you carte blanche to use real people in movies and TV shows? No, because there are still defamation laws. So you still got to be careful that if you say things about people, that it is true or it is substantially true. In the Olivia de Havilland case, she complained that she calls her sister a bitch, and she said, "I never said that." And in real life, she had called her sister, who was the actress Joan Fontaine, and she had referred to her as a dragon lady. And the court said, that's close enough. They got the gist of it, and so we're not going to say that you were defamed because they had you say the word bitch come out of your mouth. Basically, it would have to be something that is really bad about a person, saying that they committed a crime, or they were, always that they're promiscuous is one of those things that is defamatory, or that is something that no one would want said about them that is not true. But if they're just portrayed in the movie and you're not doing anything about that, or you can substantiate that what was said was true. So, for example, in the television show The People versus O.J. Simpson, they didn't get any of the rights to any of the people portrayed. And most of those people were lawyers. Marcia Clark and Robert Shapiro, and the Robert Shapiro character portrayed by John Travolta just comes off horribly. But they had a number of books, most notably Jeffrey Toobin's book, that they used as references, and so they had a way to show that they had a basis for saying the negative things about that person. So as long as you can show you have a basis for saying that those facts, you're okay. Now, that being said, are there times when you want to get life rights from someone? Yes, there are. First of all, if you do want the ability to not worry about being sued for defamation, then you want to get their life rights, because normally a life rights deal will say you cannot sue us for defamation, no matter how we portray you. Also, sometimes you want their cooperation. If you're making a movie, let's say you're making the movie Sully, about Sully Sullenberg, which was made, Tom Hanks played Sully, right? If you're making that movie, you could make it without Sully's permission, but you don't want to do that because you want Sully there at the premiere going, this is a great movie, telling my story, and it was important to have him on board. And so sometimes it's important to have the people in the movie on board. So in that case, you do want to get their life rights. Also, sometimes they will get, you want their life rights because you want their insights. You want to be able to talk to them and get the stories about the inside story about what was going on. And they can tell you that. So there are times when you do want life rights, but as a general rule, it is not required. Also, keep in mind, dead people have no life rights at all and cannot be defamed. So if you're making a movie about someone who's dead, you don't have to worry at all in terms of their portrayal. They can't be defamed. They can't sue you. The family can't sue you. Although keep in mind, sometimes when you're making movies about dead people, you're also making movies about their wife, their children, their relatives, people around them who are still alive. So be careful about that. But as a general rule, you can go ahead, write your script, go ahead, make the movie, and if you're worried, at some point, come to a lawyer like me and have an in-depth consultation about what you can and can't do. And that's probably a good before you spend millions of dollars on a movie. You probably should have that conversation with a lawyer. But as a general rule, go ahead and write your script, get going on it, and everything should be all right. All right. Thanks for watching. Take care.